So today we'll be taking blood pressure. Blood pressures should be done at eval, so the patient and the PT knows the baseline, or maybe they haven't even been to their primary care physician in a very long time, so having taken blood pressure, this might prompt them to go there if we see anything that's a little out of the ordinary. Normal is 120/80. The arm should be at the level of the heart or higher to get adequate reading. If they have lymphedema or any kind of swelling, you would not use that arm, you would do the other arm. So I'm going to use her left arm today. And I'm going to line this up where the artery, you'll put that over the brachial artery. And you want it tight so it doesn't slip down or fall off. And have you had this done before?
Yes.
So you always want to let them know what it's going to feel like. So just, if they haven't had it done before, then let them know it's just going to be tight, and then that's all it should feel. You would normally want to pump it up to 30 millimeters of mercury above their normal, or if you're unsure, just go to 200. (116/74), and your rate of release should be 2 millimeters per second. We will be performing cervical range of motion just to see if the patient has limitations. Could be from muscle, could be from something else, just to determine if they have any impairments in range of motion. First, we will start with flexion. So when you ask them, you want to make sure that they tuck their chin first. You don't have to do it yet, but tuck their chin first and then chin to chest. You want to make sure you have that because you need upper and lower cervical in flexion. So if you could please tuck your chin to your chest, and the fulcrum, or that fulcrum axis, will be in the auditory canal. Stationary arm is perpendicular to the floor, and the moving arm goes in line with the nostrils. So can I have you bend down to chin the chest as far as you can? Keep going, keep going. And good. And she is at, she's at 38 degrees. Normal is close to 45, so she has a little bit of lacking there. Then we will do extension. So you ask the same, landmarks still are the same, so I would ask them to tuck their chin and look up at the ceiling as far as they can. And her measurement is 49. This normal is about 50 to 60. Then we'll do side bending, or side flexion, another name for it. So you will want to find their C7, spinous process. That's where the axis will go. And then the stationary arm goes straight up through the middle of their skull. Moving arm will then, or perpendicular to the floor, and the moving arm then is in line, midline of the skull. So find C7, palpate that, and then you ask them to bring their ear to their shoulder without moving the shoulder. And she has 30, and then we'll go to the other side. And she has about 30 as well on this side. Normal is 45, so you can tell she is a little bit tight. Then we will go to rotation. Obviously, if I had a table, I would be on the high-low table because you want to be on top of them. Axis is in the middle of the skull. Parallel to the floor is the stationary arm. Moving arm then will follow to the bridge of their nose. So you can ask them, please, can you just look over your right shoulder? And to the bridge of her nose. And she is at 68. And then you'll ask them to do the same thing on the other side. and there she is at 65. That normal should be around 70 to 80. So you can tell that, like a lot of us, we have a lot of tightness up in the upper traps. So then after doing that, you can also, if you use a goni right away, you could apply overpressure. So I will do that now. So you have them again, tuck their chin to their chest and then all the way down as far as you can. Do you have any pain there?
No.
And then you'll apply a little bit of overpressure to get the end feel. All of these should be firm. If they have pain, you want to stop and do not apply overpressure. Can I have you look up at the ceiling? Good. And then I'll have you side bend to this side. Pain there?
No. Feels good. Stretching. Oh.
And then I'll have the other side. Pain here?
No, feels good though.
Then the last one you can have is rotation. So look over the shoulder. Good. And then look over the shoulder for a little bit of overpressure. Good. And that completes your cervical assessment. Now we'll be doing cervical manual muscle testing, just to test the flexors and extensors of the neck and side bending. So you can have them, you don't want them to go to end range of each motion, you just go halfway and then you apply your resistance. So can I please have you tuck your chin, not all the way down, and then don't let me move you. Good. And then extend back. And don't let me move you. Good. This one can be done prone. Right now, just for, I'm having all of them be seated. Then I will ask you to put your ear to your chin and don't let me move you. Good. And then this side, don't let me move you. Good. All of these you should be assessing their facial expressions because that may say if they're having pain. Then I will do rotation, so look over your right shoulder and this way. Good. And over this one. And then I'm going to push here. And good. Any pain with any of those? We will now be testing dermatomes. A dermatome is an area of the skin that provides sensory information, and it is from a single spinal nerve root. For this sake, we're just going to test one side. Normally you want to see a difference on both sides. You can test sharp, dull, hot, cold. Today is just going to be on and off for her. So you don't want them to look at the stimulus, so you would have them either close their eyes or you can turn around or turn over your left shoulder. And we will start with C5. So you let me know when you feel, okay?
Touch.
Can I have you open your hands or put your hands? C6.
Yes.
C7.
Yes.
C8.
Yep.
T1.
Yes.
And that's the upper extremity. And then can I have you put your arms on the side? And we'll move to lower extremity. So hands up. L2.
Yes.
L3.
Yes.
L4.
Yes.
L5.
Yes.
And then S1
Yes.
is on the Achilles or the plantar surface of the foot. And that is dermatome testing. You would do this just to see if they have any neurological symptoms, numbness, paresthesia, tingling, that type of thing, and that would then dictate where you go from there with your examination and your eventual diagnosis. Now we will be doing myotome testing with the same ones that we did with dermatome. And that myotome is just a muscle or group of muscles that is innervated by a single nerve root. So first we'll start with C5. So if I can ask you to go like this and don't let me move you. Good. And then we'll do C6. So put your arms like this. Don't let me move you. And then we're going to do wrist extension. So can I have your arms like this? And don't let me push you down. Good. Then we'll do 7. Arms back up. When we push you over. Good. And then we'll do wrist flexion. So can I have you like this? And I'm going to try to pull your wrist up. Good. Then C8, have you put in tabletop. Don't let me move your fingers. Good. T1, fingers are spread out. And I'm going to try to push your fingers in. Good. Then we'll move to lower extremity. So with L2, I'm going to have you raise your leg up a little bit and hold it there. Good. For this, you don't really want to do both sides at once because it's kind of hard to get both legs. Then I will have you for L3. I want you to extend your leg a little bit, put a slight bend in your knee. Good. And then you push. L4 then is, I want you to put your toes up to the sky. Up to the sky, and I'm going to push down. Good. And then that was L4. L5, we're just going to do toe. So try to bring your toe back. Bring your toe back up. Okay. And then for S1, you can have them super easy, have them stand up. And if they can do a leg raise. So can I have you, or a heel raise. So if you have them, just go up on their toes and back down. Got to work on balance. Good. And that is my tone testing.